home of Are You Prepared? And Can We Talk? Okay, we have reviewed the steps to access um, Microsoft Cloud Services and deploy them quickly. The discussion covers topics such as solution security design, risk action plans, and service approval, notifying financial supervisors, joining the Microsoft Cloud Financial Services Compliance Program, and more. Get helpful resources for evaluating cloud services and how-to videos on their channel. This podcast summary covers the different steps in assessing Microsoft Cloud Services. It provides customers with optimized tools and possesses processes to help them get a quality assessment done quickly while focusing on the most important risks. The conversation begins by discussing solution security design, which involves choosing product features that must be enabled to meet internal security and compliance requirements. It then moves on to step 6, risk action plans and service approval, which involves joining up a business case, risk assessment or summary, compliance assessment or summary, and risk exceptions into a management letter asking for approval to start consuming the cloud service. Step 7 is about notifying financial and privacy supervisors of the new outsourcing arrangement. Finally, Step 8 is about joining the Microsoft Cloud Financial Services Compliance Program and production deployment. The estimated time to complete this process is 2 days plus lead time. This podcast conversation discusses the steps to take when assessing risk and deploying Microsoft Cloud services. It is recommended to notify financial supervisors after a risk approval has been obtained and not wait until moments before deployment. The regulatory notification template is available, and estimated time to complete this process is approximately 2 months. Additionally, joining the Microsoft Cloud Financial Services Compliance Program, which is the FSCP, is optional, but it offers insight into risk and performance of cloud services. Finally, other prerequisites such as technical preparation, data migration activities, upgrading network connectivity, and modifying security perimeter can take place in parallel with the risk assessment phase in order to keep deployment time short. Useful resources for evaluating cloud services include Microsoft Cloud Security Data Management and Transparency, Cloud Encryption, and Tenant Isolation in Office 365, Data Resiliency and Retention, Deletion, Destruction in Office 365, as well as Administrative Access Controls in Office 365. This podcast conversation discusses Office 365 auditing and reporting features, as well as how to protect against DDoS attacks in Office 365. It also covers the Office 365 Customer Security Considerations Workbook, User Guide, Azure Security and Compliance Blueprint, Introduction to Azure Security White Papers, Dynamic 365 Security Overview, Microsoft Cloud Compliance Offerings, Microsoft Cloud Financial Services Compliance Program, and Compliance Guidelines per country. The podcast is hosted by Diana Emerson, provides viewers with how-to videos on their channel. As organizations move to the cloud, they need to assess risk and deploy Microsoft Cloud services in order to ensure their data is secure. This step-by-step guide will help you understand how to assess risk and deploy Microsoft Cloud services. Step 1, Understand your organization's risk profile. The first step in assessing risk and deploying Microsoft Cloud services is understanding your organization's risk profile. This includes identifying any potential risks that could affect your organization's data or operations, such as cyber threats, compliance requirements, or other external factors. Once you have identified these risks, you can begin to develop a plan for mitigating them. Step 2, develop a risk mitigation plan once you have identified the potential risks associated with your organization's data or operations. It is important to develop a plan for migrating them. This plan should also include steps for reducing the likelihood of a security breach or other incident occurring, as well as steps for responding if an incident does occur. It should also include measures for ensuring compliance with applicable laws and regulations. Step 3, choose appropriate cloud services once you have developed a risk mitigation plan. It is time to choose appropriate cloud services from Microsoft that meet your organization's needs. When selecting these services, consider factors such as cost effectiveness, scalability, security features offered by the service provider, encryption, etc., and any additional features that may be beneficial, like analytics. Additionally, make sure that any chosen service meets all applicable regulatory requirements before deploying it within your organization's environment. Our next podcast will also cover useful resources for evaluating cloud services, Office 365 auditing and reporting features, and how to protect against DDoS attacks in Office 365. Please tune in. And bye for now.